Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to your weekly dose of newsy infotainment. It's Let's Be Treasonable, coming to you from the luxurious studios of Radio Titans in Los Angeles with your cognitive dissidents on the panel. In the studio, comedian, actor, and juggler of words and objects, Mr. Jim Coughlin.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in, Jim. Joining us for the first time on the panel, writer and comedian Faith Choyce.
Hi.
Hey, thank you. We've been trying to get you on the show for a while, so very happy to have you here.
Okay, now you just built up an expectation.
No pressure. And back from a heroic battle against the flu bug that's been going around, comedian, scholar, and the black voice of reason, Mr. Tymon Shipp.
Power to the people. We are here again. Thank you, Dave.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure. And as he mentioned, I am Dr. David Robinson, your Vin Scully for the impending apocalypse. And joining us, as always, through the magic of pre-recorded sound and telephony is five-time Emmy nominee Will Durst, who is bringing his one-man show back to this San Francisco, and he joins us with his weekly Burst of Durst.
Hey guys, Will Durst here with your eagerly awaited 2018 Donald J. Trump State of the Union Address drinking game. On Tuesday, January 30th, President Trump will give his first State of the Union address to a convoluted Congress, nervous nation, and one heck of a worried world. And we figure the only way to make the speech interesting is to turn it into a drinking game. So here's what you'll need. 1 shot glass per person playing, and a whole bunch of beer in cans. Ready? Let's start. Whenever Trump slurs or mispronounces a word, drink a shot of beer. If he gets the name of a world leader wrong, drink a shot of beer. If he blows the name of one of his cabinet members, drink an entire beer. If Vice President Mike Pence or First Lady Melania is caught napping on camera, the last person to wake up little Susie drinks 2 shots of beer. Every time Donald Trump says the words collusion or fake news, drink a shot of beer. If he talks about bipartisanship, the last person to grab his throat in a choking motion has to drink an entire beer. Whenever Donald Trump mentions the brave members of our armed forces, stand up, salute with your right hand, and drink a shot of beer with your left. If, during a standing ovation, the president smirks, starting with the person to the right of the TV, take turns drinking shots of beer until the audience sits. If he winks at the camera, make it double shots. If the president talks about his faith in God, last person to fall to their knees and cry, hallelujah, drinks 2 shots of beer. And finally, whenever he mentions building a wall, drink a shot of beer. Multiply the shots by the number of syllables in the adjectives he uses. Big wall means 1 more shot. Beautiful wall means 3 more shots. Tremendous, amazing, fantastic. You figure it out. Have fun, be careful out there, and make sure you have a designated driver. And no knives. For Let's Be Treasonable, I'm Will Durst.
Thank you very much, Will. I feel like we should throw in the disclaimer that Will is originally from Wisconsin, so I don't know if he has any financial interest in the beer industry, but just let it be said, common roots.
Yeah. I'm going to boycott I'm not going to watch the State of the Union. I do want to see the interview afterwards that I think Jimmy Kimmel is going to interview Stormy Daniels.
I think it's sort of a publicity stunt to have her on because, under the agreement that she signed, allegedly, she isn't allowed to talk about it. So it's going to be, 5 minutes of, hey, so what about silence? Well, what about silence? Knowing smirk. Well, what about, and then, so, blown anyone interesting lately? It's...
Right. Well, she was in the 40-Year-Old Virgin, so I have to, tip the hat to her for that. And
crossover into mainstream.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you say it's would you say a publicity stunt? Are you trying to say that there's not a legitimate reason to have Stormy Daniels randomly as a guest after the State of the Union?
Well, just, because if she was able to speak about, whatever allegedly happened, absolutely newsworthy. But, it's, just for the pun intended titillation,
Yeah.
of having, and Jimmy Kimmel's efforts to remind everybody, by the way, lest ye forget, the president fucked a porn star after his third wife had her baby. It just remind people how reprehensible of a human being Donald Trump is.
They're not going to care, though.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
Yeah, this week...
what was it? Was there a song called How Bizarre? Dun, dun, dun,
yeah, OMD. One-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Faith, you're remarkably silent.
I'm just listening. I don't have anything to say about these things yet.
I think one of the interesting things is that this week the head of the American Family Council, big religious hate group, declared that the evangelicals are giving Donald Trump a mulligan.
Yes, that's a biblical term. That's for some reason only popular in golf, but it means, you killed one person, don't kill anybody else again. Yeah.
Well,
Tymon,
Jim,
you're
this
probably
is why
the only one
nobody
here that
goes
golfs.
golfing
Do you golf?
with you.
Yeah.
I've never golfed in my life, so I don't know what any of this
either,
means.
but a mulligan is Tymon.
It's a do-over.
Yeah, a do-over. You get, you get to make They'll let you have one bad mistake.
So you're golfing with friends.
Yeah.
And you totally miss.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? We're going to let you call a mulligan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It involves no killing of other people.
You wouldn't get it in a
depending on who
tournament.
you're golfing with.
No.
Like Tiger Woods has probably not declared a mulligan in a while.
No. Never.
Yeah. He also hasn't played golf in a while, though.
He's playing right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, time is
he
up
good?
on it.
I know. That's why I've been looking at my phone.
Okay.
Really?
Are you watching like a live stream of golf?
No, I have his tracker. They call it the Tiger Tracker.
Oh, okay. Did they put a tag on his ear?
You know what? Let's forget about the news.
Is that an
Let's
app
just
that was developed by his
this.
ex-wife?
Yeah. What's that?
Is that an app that was developed by his ex-wife? The Tiger Tracker?
Yeah.
Who's he banging now?
Yeah.
He's just playing the front nine.
Yeah, just the front. Yeah.
Oh boy! So
now I'm thinking of horrible jokes about how she won't let him go on the back nine. Anyway, as we were. So the mulligan. So this is how they're treating Trump is so beyond what I would have perceived they would do.
They wouldn't let Obama get away. Would have to step.
I don't even think
they would have roasted him. He'd be fricasseed right
no,
now.
they not even would have. They did over nothing.
Yeah.
Even when he tried to support, he said, "Okay, I'll do it your
way." Put
way."
your feet up on the desk. Nope. Still the black Democrat.
Things they complain about. Now, I also almost think they wouldn't give George Bush a mulligan.
I think they would. I think they just don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like at some point, if I don't know.
It's Stockholm syndrome. Basically, it's a little bit of Stockholm syndrome where the captives
of the kidnapper. They have to admit that they're wrong, or they have to either admit that everything's not okay, or admit to being wrong.
I actually
and they'd
play
rather
golf
just
with
be like, no, everything's fine. We're still right.
There are people who believe that. I mean, they think that things are great. He's kept his word. They believe that we're going to get our wall. And they don't understand that, they're going to charge you. They're talking about the building of the wall, and this, they're trying to do this whole DACA thing. And they say, well, within that is we need you. He offered him what, $1.5 billion or how much for the wall?
Well, it was $18 billion that went up to $25 billion. The whole thing about the wall, and it's like if you're going to give him a pass on banging porn stars because you knew you were getting into reprehensible territory, at the very least, hold him to his fucking campaign promises. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. He promised. He's such a great deal maker.
Right.
Put up or shut up, Don.
Right.
You're such a great deal maker. You make the deal with Mexico. Make them pay for the wall as you promised they would.
Right.
You make that happen. And everything's square.
Yeah.
But stealing money from the American taxpayers for a boondoggle, all these people that have railed against any Democratic sponsored infrastructure program.
Oh my God, Obama's talked about infrastructure all the time. And they said, no infrastructure here. We're not going to. And the bridges and roads have been falling apart for years. Now this guy stepped up. We're going to do infrastructure. And you saw McConnell. McConnell said, we're not doing no infrastructure. That doesn't do anything for us. Now, I will say the fact that Apple has come along and stated that they're bringing $38 billion back into the United States, and that they're going to, bring in about 20,000 jobs. I mean, yeah, you keep that going. But
Apple?
Apple's
They're moving their sweatshops here?
Yeah, exactamundo. Only thing about it will not be like China where they're jumping out of the window for working 16-hour days. But other than that, yeah, in China, they're basically setting themselves on fire because they work them so much, but
there's no HR department.
Yeah. But that's, what's his, Tim Allen? What is his name? Tim Cook? Tim Cook. There you go. I know it was one of those Tim.
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
That's
yeah. He came out and stated that, he was,
Wasn't it Tim Allen, the Home Improvement? Right?
Yeah, Home Improvement. I know it was one of those Tims, yeah. But he's, said that he would, the things he's going to do.
Does anybody really know what Tim it is?
Yeah.
Does anybody really care?
But by the way, I'm looking for this tweet. I want to tie together, since we mentioned the wall and we started talking, we briefly mentioned Stormy Daniels.
Don't know why.
One of my favorite people to follow on Twitter is the former president of Mexico, Vicente Fox.
Oh, Vicente Fox, yeah.
Yeah. And, here it is. Let me see if I found it here. He tweeted, "Dear Stormy Daniels, when you had sex with President of the United States while he was cheating on Melania Trump, was Trump on top of you? The reason I ask is, do you think he really weighs 239 pounds?" That's where we're at.
I don't think they had sex.
You don't think so?
No, I think that is what the NDA was all about, is his ego. I don't think it happened.
Interesting. Yeah. That's a really interesting theory. That maybe he couldn't get it up.
Yeah. Could you imagine him fucking anybody?
Yeah.
I try not to. Although I have lost 20 pounds since he became president. So just saying.
I am kind of obsessed with the 239 pounds thing. Mm-hmm. Like, is there a device where you could measure his body mass from a distance with a machine? Or I'd like to set him up with a bridge where it's like, if you weigh 250 pounds, you die.
Or just, send his Secret Service, not cavalcade, what are Jesus.
Cavalry?
The line motorcade. Send him through a way station, on the highways of Virginia. I'm sure there's got to be one.
Yes.
And then, send the car back through while he's yammering on stage about whatever he does.
Perfect.
Really simple. But 239 pounds, I think that's probably closer to his net worth as a human being in British sterling.
Right.
But it's kilos maybe, 239 kilos.
I don't know how much that is.
2.2 pounds. So. But I think with the health report on the president, the president's
500 pounds.
The cool thing about Faith that she does that most people will never do. She acknowledges that if she does not know something, she will say, "I don't know what that is." And most people will say, "Well, that's about so." No. She will actually say, she's done it twice. I don't know what that is. And that's
why?
Great.
Because of the internet. Because if I pretend that I know what I'm talking about and I don't, and someone hears it, they're gonna look it up and they're gonna be like, "Look at this asshole."
Yeah.
But can you imagine the difference between you as a decent human being and this guy Trump? He says the wrong thing continually, and he's not wrong. He weighs 239 pounds, and it was the most attended inauguration, and he won by the largest victory.
I guess he's doing something right, though.
Well, he understands our society, though. He understands the people. He understands that I can sell them. I told you, it's the pet rock syndrome.
Well, you remember, what was it, like? Feels like just a few months ago, but it may have been years at this point, when idiot conservatives were protesting Shakespeare in the park, and there was the performance of...
where they put in...
Macbeth?
Yeah.
But I am so surprised that there has not been a resurgence in productions of The Music Man.